What is up, guys? My name is David and I am back again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about separating from ignorant people.
Every single day I'm gonna make something great.
Yeah, guys, so if you're new here, again, my name is David. I make videos about lifestyle, fashion, raw veganism, and things like that. So if that interests you, I want to encourage you to watch the video first, and if you like it, go ahead and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell so that I can update you with more videos just like this. Now on to the video. The first reason why I think it's important to separate from ignorant people and people who generally don't have the same aspirations and goal as you, because misery loves company. Ignorant people and people who are foolish will try to entice you and to try to drag you off of the path that you're on, simply because they have nothing going for themselves. So they want to see you at a lower level to kind of make them feel good about their own situation. I've encountered this numerous times, even with family members, but especially with people that I come across that are jealous of me. You can't really benefit from ignorant, foolish people. The thing is that the things that people talk about who are foolish, they have nothing to do with the understanding or knowledge that you seek to gain. So really, by sitting there wasting all of your time being around people who are foolish, it's going to take you backwards. It's not going to take you forward at all in your goals or in your journey at all whatsoever. So the best way I see to deal with people like that is just to stay away from them altogether. I mean, I realize that sometimes that's not possible, and I'm going to get into some things you can do to sort of combat when the situation is almost impossible to avoid. When you're around ignorant, foolish people and you try to speak words of positivity and power and life into situations, these things are going to sound foolish to them. Therefore, you're basically wasting your wisdom in the words that you would use to impact somebody's life. You're wasting those words on somebody who is like talking to a brick wall. So to me, that's very frustrating, because there's nothing worse than putting out some information that could possibly save somebody's life or help them, only to be unreceived by a person who is not even willing to listen to you at all. So the way I see it is, why even waste your time or your words on somebody like that? I mean, it's definitely a foolish thing in itself. A foolish and ignorant person will start to hate on you once they realize and they see the light that shines within you. Misery loves company, and that's very true. When you're around somebody and you're speaking words of positivity and life into them, and especially if they feel like they can't attain what you have, people will start to hate on you. That's very common. I've run into it a lot, and I don't want you to run into those things. So make sure that you know what type of person you're dealing with, so that way that you're not blinded and not able to see the signs that are obviously there when those people start to hate on you and drag you down. There's a certain way that I've come to deal with people who don't have the same goals or don't have any goals, or just negative people in general. I realize that you have to work around people like that, and you have to deal with people like that on certain levels. Some of us more than others. Like, some people have jobs where they don't have to deal with people at all. And those are the type of jobs that I like, because I really have a low tolerance for people, negative people, and foolish people in general. But there's a way that you can deal with people in your workspace and be able to still maintain your dignity while in the presence of a foolish person. And I'm going to get into that right now. Basically, what you have to do is you have to let people understand certain things about you and what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate. But you do it in a subtle way where it doesn't come off so direct that you come off as a rude individual. You have to perpetuate a certain view about yourself that you want others to see you as. And the way that others will leave you alone is if you come off as a person who just doesn't like to really associate with people at all. Now, I realize what some of you might be thinking, this goes exactly contrary to who I am as a person. Maybe you are a very social person, and that's fine. But in your workspace, you want people to respect you, so you're gonna have to portray a certain image of keeping to yourself, but also being open. What this does, this is effectively a negative person blocker, because once people realize that you don't really associate with the crowd, then they'll sort of leave you alone. And that's what you want in your workspace. I'm not saying you want to do that in social settings, like if you go to a bar or wherever you like to hang out. But in your workspace, it's something long term. You definitely want people to respect you in the long term. So you want to, it's kind of like what bosses do. Bosses don't fraternize a lot with people that are under them. That's sort of the same thing you want to do even as a regular employee. You want to keep a clear distinction and a clear difference between what you tolerate and what you don't tolerate. And again, the way to do that is to sort of separate yourself from the regular foolishness at your job. And by that, I mean the regular, when people are horse playing around and things like that, you sort of separate yourself. And you guys know what I mean. You see it at every job. Somebody's saying things that are borderline over the line of professionalism at a job. Those sort of things you want to cut back and draw back from. And it's going to allow people to see you on a higher plane, on a higher level, and therefore they will not bring that foolishness to you. And that's exactly what you want in your workspace. In general, at work or outside of work, you want to become the person that only associates with people that either A, you're imparting knowledge into them that they're accepting, and B, they're giving you knowledge. Both of those even combined together is a great thing. But you want to generally learn the people that are not benefiting you or that you're not benefiting, so you can stay away from those type of people. This is going to keep you on a level, straight path to your destination, which is ultimately, it should be growth and progress. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this video on separating from ignorant people. If you enjoyed the video, I want to encourage you right now to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that notification bell down below so that I can update you with more videos like this. Again, this has been David, and I am out.